wasn't sure what question I was going to ask, and then yesterday I saw this video by Puro314 where he was answering the question, is the universe alive? And he came to the conclusion that the universe is alive because it has life in it. And he used the analogy of the human body, which has many parts that aren't alive. I mean, a lot of, bone and cartilage tissue and calcium deposits aren't alive. Slight problem I see with that is that you could use the same exact argument to argue that a rotting corpse is alive. I mean, it's certainly teeming with life, and in many senses it is, in fact, more alive than the original body was before it died. For example, some plants and animals, when they're rotting, there's actually so much metabolism going on there that the body temperature is higher when they're dead and rotting than it was when they were alive. And the biodiversity is higher in a rotting corpse. And biodiversity is a measure that Gaia theorists like to use. Gaia, of course, the Gaia hypothesis being the idea that the Earth itself is alive. It's a giant self-regulating superorganism. And besides, wondering whether the universe or the Earth is alive, you can even go smaller. Biologists can't even agree on whether a virus is alive. And if you keep going small, you eventually, even within living cells, you get atoms and molecules that wouldn't be considered alive. And then there's the question of what does it mean to be alive as a human. Probably the most familiar one to everyone is regarding the abortion debate. When does life begin? But even end-of-life issues. You've got, the Terry Schiavo case. When she was essentially completely brain dead and living off a feeding tube, was she really alive? And then we also use the words life and alive for things that aren't really alive, or are they? Such as we might talk about a fire, or a chemical reaction, or a cartoon animation coming to life, which ironically, well, maybe not ironically, but the word animation itself literally means brought to life. Now, that might just be a metaphor, but I think that, as is often the case, metaphors and fictions can reveal deeper truths about what the words you use, what they mean. And so, enough of my rambling. My question is, what does it mean to you to be alive? What is life to you? And answer it however you want. You can talk about Gaia, or a wildfire, or just humans, or yourself. There are, I guess, no real wrong answers, although maybe we'll get some heated debate. People who think, yeah, there definitely is a right and wrong answer. I don't know, but what is life? What does it mean to be alive? Video responses and comments are welcome. Thank you.